Hi everyone, welcome back to Chatter Plus episode 2, which is a continuation of my library tour. The first episode we did wall number 1, this will be wall number 2. And thank you to those that have listened and commented, whether via email or in the comments on YouTube. And this is again a general overview. So many of you have commented via email or WhatsApp or the comments that they want to see more specific deep dives, which we'll get to. This is a general overview. And enjoy, we'll dive in. So on this wall of the library, and as I mentioned in episode 1, I do have a study with kind of your classic Seforim on Shas, Achreinim, Rishainim, Halacha, Chuvas, and things like that. That's going to be a different time. This is the library, the kind of weird Seforim. So over here, this is my Musar, Machshava, philosophy, everything mixed together. And with this shelf, with this section, I really went by time period, chronologically. I know there's kind of, you can go Aleph Bays, you can make multiple sections out of this, you can go by time period, place. Everyone does it a different way. I myself in different sections changed my mind, but that's how I did it over here. So with this shelf over here, I have Emunas V'Deis of Reb Sadia Gaon, a number of different editions. The first one, this one here, was with the commentary of the Nazir of David HaKayin, the Talmud of Rav Kook. This is his Shiurim. The second one, this is kind of the Ibn Tibbon translation, which is the classic translation of the Rishainim, but this one has a new commentary. It's basically, it's not a commentary, it's kind of a retranslation from that into like Hebrew. This is the old one with the classic commentary, and this one is Rav Kapach of Kafach's translation. After this, this is Emunah Rama, 2 new editions of Rav Avram Ibn Daud. This is his philosophy. There's Seid Meira. There's 2 different editions, Mosad of Kook and Bar Ilan, as well as a commentary on it from Ibn Ezra. Then I have Chayvas Al-Vavis. There's some editions, a few editions of Kuzri, again, Shiurim of the Nazir, as well as the classic one with Nefutis Yehuda, Rav Shelot's translation, and others. This is a commentary. This shelf, actually starting with this new, like Mekrayas Gedalis of Moreh Nevuchim, this is all basically Rambam, Moreh Nevuchim. This is the Schwartz classic Tel Aviv University Press translation. This is kind of a must-have for everyone. This is the new Mifal Mishnah Torah. So this one has, it's got translation. It's got little comments here on the side of it. You can see this is very nice, modern. It also has some little extras in a gray box on the bottom. The Schwartz is more of a trimmed-down version. Just also on the Schwartz on the cover has the Rambam's own handwriting with the Rambam's signature, Moshe ben Ramaiman, as you can see right there. And this is what kind of more your classic modern Hebrew one. This is then I have the Kapach translation, the original one with the commentaries, a new edition of the Ibn Tibbon translation, a commentary. This is another translation, much more, lots of Rambam here. Igris Rambam, Rav Avram ben Rambam, my friend Moshe Maimon's Maimar al Haggadus of Rav Avram ben Rambam, and here he has, you see Avram ben Rav Moshe, so you have the Rav Avram ben Rambam's handwriting. Then we continue on, there's Benares Hamar, the original, El Nakavar, El Nkawa. This is the, listeners are probably familiar with Yitzchak Abu Abs. The Ramban, you have the Maimorei Emunah of the Rashba against Christianity, Sefer Iker, Rabbi Yosef Albo, Ben Ubachia, a number of Livias Chaim. This is a number of philosophical works. They're all Bag, they're Gersonides, or Levi Ben Gershon. This is Melchemes Hashem, Ar Hashem, Rav Chizda Kreskas, Orchat Tzaddik, and many others. So there's a lot of Rishainim, a lot of different editions. There's a lot here. And really here, I've gotten some feedback, maybe listeners would want to see, or viewers, a like in-depth on one shelf. Maybe these shelves would be a good idea to do that in the future. Over here, moving forward, there's some later stuff. Torah Sa'il of the Ramah. Actually, I should mention Asar Mamar Asar Mamifano. This is Ma'arei Nayim. This is a printout from HebrewBooks.org. You can print things out. So this is the later edition of Azaria de Rossi's Ma'arei Nayim. I showed the English translation in the last video. This is the first sefer that went into Cherem. So this is Shilti Gibarim, Rav Avram Mishar Aryeh, Rav Avram Port Leon from Italy, 16th century. A really cool book. He talks about all different kalim and things in the Beis HaMikdash. It's really unique. Lots of different things in here. You should check this out. There's a number of other books, Magen Avis of the Tashbat, Shvili Amuna, Yehuda. This is, trying to remember, Meir Ibn Al-Davi, not Rabbi Yehuda. This is a grandson of the Rosh. There's another Rem Chayar Pninim, Shlomo Ibn Gebi Rol. There's a number of others for him here. As you can see, Abarbanel, Reish Amana, Mefeles Alikim. This shelf lower down, there's some stuff a little later on. So you have the Chassid Yavitz, Rabbi Yosef Yavitz, the Rabbi Yitzchak Rama's Chazas Kasha, Seforim Magid, a new beautiful edition. This is Magid Meisharim, as it's classically known as. This is Rabbi Yosef Karo's, the Magid would come and teach him Torah. The Magid was the Mishnah, and it would come and speak to him. So this is a new edition. This one is arranged as the original manuscripts were. The most common editions are arranged on the Parsha. This is not arranged that way. So this is just arranged as it was originally. Tomer Dvaira, Moshe Almasnino, basically came up with Mabit. Here you have the new edition, Kisvei Shlomo Molcho. Shlomo Molcho was a Morano, converso. He converted, he came back to Yiddishkeit, and he became a big Mekubal, and he was killed at the stake. And Rabbi Yosef Karo in the Magid Meisharim, as we just said, he says, Shlomo Chavivi, that he was able to die Kiddush Hashem. So this is a new edition of some of his writings. This shelf, move along, we have the Maral. I have this simple edition, not the Machon Yerushalayim one. You have the Sefer Chaim, the brother of the Maral. Here's Rameir Poppers, or Tzadikim Ar Yashar. You have Divrei Zikaron. I spoke at length about this book. It's in the podcast for Taj Art with my friend Moshe Maimon. This is a work on Hilchos Shchita, like a Musar Sefer, on Shulchan Aruch Hilchos Shchita, the classic Kav Yashar. There's a number of other works. Nishmas Chaim on the Neshama from Menashe ben Israel. That's his picture, maybe a picture by Rembrandt. He's friends with Rembrandt. Mishnas Chachamim on the Memches Dvarim Shatar Niknas Be'em. It's actually only on 24. This is from Moshe Chagiz or Moshe Chagiz. Really cool sefer. Maisa Tuvia, famous medical work. Here we have Svarim of the Ramchal. Mesilas Yesharim, Das Tfunas, Derech Hashem. Another edition, Derech Hashem. We have the Svarim of the Ramchal, including the Mesilas Yesharim. This is the Ofek edition. This is actually their newest iteration of this. It's really nice. This is including the original. The Ramchal originally wrote it as a back and forth between a Chassid and a Chacham, and they have notes, and they also have the regular one. Also over here, I have the Ramchal's plays. The Ramchal also wrote plays. La'Yesharim Tehila, Maisa Shimshon, and Migdal Oz, 3 plays that the Ramchal wrote. This is when he was in Amsterdam. Then over here, this is a number of other. This is mainly like an Italian shelf. You have Sherem Amun, Yosef Irgas, classical work, Introduction to Kabbalah, Amunas Chachamim, about talking about Kabbalah, anti-philosophy, Kuzri Sheni Mata Dan, Rav David Nieto. Try to get you. I think there isn't a picture of him in here. Originally, he was in England. He was the Rav in London. I don't know if you can see his wig with his goatee. He was the Spanish-Portuguese community. This is the Kuzri Sheni, talks about Torah Shebal Peh, like the Kuzri talks about Torah Shebal. On this shelf over here, you have the works of Rabbi Leo ben Amozeg, who is a very interesting thinker over here.
Start on this shelf again.
This one?
Yeah, I'm going to scroll down when I get there.
Okay. Over here on this shelf, you have the works of Rabbi Leo ben Amozeg, who was throughout the 19th century, died in 1900 in Italy, in Livorno, a very interesting thinker. This is his works. Over here, you have the works of Shadal, the letters of Shadal. Here you have Shadal's work, the Vikuach against the Zohar. And here you have Mugin Vitsina. This is Arisach as a cover defending the Zohar, as well as a couple of other works in this volume. This volume, just interestingly, I bought this from Israel Mizrahi bookstore, and this was from a library I bought from this George Wolfe, Rabbi George Wolfe, and it was everything that he had was stamped many times. So as you flip through his Seforim, there's countless stamps all over. We have yet to figure out why, but it was a massive library. It was obviously a Talmud Chacham. So there's a number of other Seforim over here. These are more modern Seforim over here, and you can see the Seforim of the Chavetz Chaim, Imbabanos Reicher of Teichtal, and some others. So you can kind of get a view. I can't go through everything because it's a general overview. Over here I have drushes. So starting with the classics, Drushes Aran, 2 different editions, Moshe Almasnino, the Maral, Abishol de Kurial. This is the Aryeh of Modena, as we talked about him, Mari Mintz. It's actually Shmuel de Katzenellenbogen. I don't know why it's called Mari Mintz, but they're related. Ben Eliter, Rosario Figo, many others. Nefutz Yehuda, Yehuda Moscato. Here I have the Aris Vashminis and Eibeshitz. Right near him, Yaakov Emden. Put them next to each other. No, David Bashevkin likes to, I think, put them together. So I have them also together. That's not why, but just for David. Here's the Chida, Drashas Achida, Drashas Nadav Yehuda, Drashas Cham Sefer, Blaza Fleckless in Odes Chodesh Rishon, Sheni, Shlishi. This Machon Netzach Yaakov, Rav Rami Siga, they do beautiful work, and they did in here, actually in volume 2, has the work Abbas David, which are Blaza Fleckless, the Abbas in Prague. The Talmud of Yehuda wrote an entire book against the Frankist movement. They were the ones who came after Shabsi Tzvi. So over here I have Dikduk, really a lot of Dikduk. You have Rabbeinu Ibn Janach and Sefer Michal of the Radak, the Ibn Ezra, the new edition of the Mechberes Menachem ben Sarach, quoted by Rashi, the Sefer Aruch, Relio Bacher, Elijah Levita. and this Mikna Avram, but Avram the bombs, the bomb, not the bulmash as it's spelled. Over here, I have some other works. This is also Dikta, Klalim, Yad Malachi. These are the works over here of Naftali Hertz Wiesel, Naftali Hertz Wesley, early Moscow. Pachad Yitzchak of Rabbi Yitzchak Lampranti, first full encyclopedia, and some other Klalim over here. Okay, so now that we're at the end of the Diktuk section, again, the general overview, there's much more to discuss. We want to make these videos a little short. The first one was a little long. Got some requests to make it shorter. We'll stop here, bookshelf 3 out of 9, and we'll bookcase, and we will continue on in video 3 with the rest of the library. Thank you for watching another episode of Chatter Plus. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It does help the channel. Additionally, if you would like to sponsor an episode of the YouTube channel, please email me, SeforimChatter@gmail.com, as well as with any comment or feedback. Please listen to the Seforim Chatter podcast wherever you get your podcast, SeforimChatter.com, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify, or 24/6. If you would like to sponsor an episode of the Seforim Chatter podcast, please email me, SeforimChatter@gmail.com.